Traders, Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital on this Friday with a midday takeaway. Figure get the weekend started early and get this out of the way. And let's see the market again, a lot of volatility. Wow, right? I mean, yesterday was big down day, then huge reversal, finished almost unchanged, and then giving most of that back today. So huge range here. Let's look at the SPY. So we got this huge parabolic pullback and then kind of failed here. Now big drop, right? So we're stuck in this 280, 281 to 260, 263 range. So about a 15, 20 point range here, which is huge, huge. So I think traders are going to do well, ones who are not going to get married to any one position, especially in the swing, and traders who are going to be nimble. So something that might be working an hour or two, that could change very quickly, and some headline comes out or somebody says something and the market takes a shift the other way. Happened to me yesterday. I gave back a really nice day yesterday on the spiders, right? I was doing really well. I was short because of this huge downtrend, and here really sized in and got a bounce, and I just got tilted because it bounced and never really gave a higher low, and then just went higher straight up, and I ended up really ruining a good day, which was really nice here, and some other names as well. But that's what I'm saying. Things could change on a dime, and we have to be responsive and not get too stubborn in any one direction. So looking at this stuff here, huge range, and the key is to just hit a lot of singles and doubles. Usually I want to ride my winners and let them work for me. But with this environment, lots of volatility, things could change quickly. And, something that was a huge winner could end up being a break even or a huge loss if we don't manage it correctly. So that's kind of my plan for the market related stuff. And I think that's a good tweak until the volatility kind of dies down. But looking at today, there were a few symbols that I was looking at. Not a whole lot going on in low float world, pre-market, and then TNXP, TNXP was the only one that I felt had any really good setups. Looking at the daily chart here, this is obviously that really crappy company that every time it goes up, it just comes right back down. And recently we traded this a week or two ago, last week. And then this one faded all the way back. And then today pops again. And guess what? It fades all the way back, right? So let's see. Is this the one? Yep. So this thing rips all the way to 9 pre-market, fades back. I thought that would have nothing to do here, but it did give another pop into 7, which got me interested. And I started trading it. So these guys updated their shelf yesterday. All right, how shady is this? They updated their shelf yesterday, and today, all of a sudden, the stock decides, let me be up 100%. Does that sound shady to you guys? Sounds shady to me. Well, 100% it's up, and they drop an offering midday, and that was just beautiful, right? I wasn't as big. You're never big enough when a trade works out this well, right? So yeah, I wasn't as big as I wanted to be. Never really gave me a whole lot of great setups, but I was in it. I had some nice nail here, covered half, and then let me see who's calling my cell phone. Spam again. Yeah, so dropped there, and then put it back on, started looking like some lower highs, descending triangle, all that good stuff, sized into some more here, and then, covered some, put it back on small bounce. And then by this time, I already had half position when it got down to 5. And then all of a sudden, bam, it's halted. Trade the news says, news pending. And, you never want to be in halts unless they're going to work for you, right? But this ended up being nice. They dropped an offering midday, and that just shows huge desperation for the company, very toxic. I covered half of what I had left as soon as it opened right here. And then I figured if it bounces and starts to retrace back, I'll cover the rest. But it didn't, right? Because it's garbage. So what I did was I thought maybe we get another leg down. So I put some more back on and some more back on, and it looks like it's just not doing anything. So I'm kind of right now just banking on maybe a potential unwind into the close. If everybody was stuck long, might be averaging down. If they don't get that relief pop to kind of be able to sell some shares, and this thing starts to tick down and break lows, this could probably go to $2. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm banking on. Otherwise, if it clears this consolidation, I will take it off and lose a little bit on these huge ads here. But it'll still be a really nice winner on the day. But then, if it starts to go down, it kind of looks like a really long period of a flag down sideways. And let's see, hopefully it pays out. All right, moving on. TNX is another one that had an intraday offering. This is becoming more common now. A while back you never saw this before. I remember Ogen did it once, and maybe even TNXP did it once a while back, but it's not something you used to see too often. But 2 in one day, a lot more often recently. Hey, if they want to ramp up the stock from $2 to $5 and then do an intraday offering, I'm okay with that. I don't know how ethical it is on whoever is running this show, but I'll play along and I'll trade it, I guess. I don't know. But no borrow in this. We actually had a tiny borrow, and a few traders traded it here. So because it wasn't enough of a borrow, I didn't trade it, and I didn't end up doing anything here. But I think Riley had a small position going into the halt, and that was a nice little payout right there. And what else was in play? So that's those two. I had a loss in Tesla, one trade. This thing has been strong on the daily. Where is it daily on this thing? Bam. So while the market's going down 700, 800 points every day, this thing was green. So the shorts are in really bad shape here. Overall, it probably goes higher, but the setup here for me was a move up, probably a little bit late to the party, but there was that pop, really tight consolidation, nice flag, goes again. And at this point, I kind of like figured, let me get a starter going. If it holds this range here and starts to curl up again, I'll get some more. But all it did was just come back, test this level. I bought some, and then stopped out below the range. It didn't hold the support. Therefore, just a starter, and I got out. No more adding. Done. And I probably could have traded this to the short side, but because of the way the daily looks, I figured let me leave it alone and move on. So Tesla was a loss. And this one, ACB, we had CRON. That was a huge investment by Altria. Where's CRON? There it is. So gaps up, goes up really strong, and then starts to fade off once we open. So I was thinking I want to short some symbols that are gapping because of sympathy to CRON. So this one was one that was moving up, also a pretty toxic name. So I figured let me start. If it works, I want to add. And that's exactly what we got here. I shorted some versus above 6. I got here at around 580. Just a starter versus above 6. So when I start, my starter will have a lot more space. If it starts to work, I'll put some more on. I shorted some more there, some more. And at this point, I'm trading already versus here. And I was expecting a pretty big sell-off, maybe into like $5, but it really just went down to 550, is it? 555. So I'm covering, trading around the core a little bit, pops up, try some more. But then it just looked like it was catching a bid, and there was some strength, and I got out of the rest here. Looks like it's a little bit higher now. And the sector as a whole was doing okay. Where's my basket for, is that it? Yep. Let's see if I can move that here. Move, boom, boom. There it is. So yeah, this is how I track the basket for the pot names. And this thing was selling off on the open, which gave me more confirmation that, you know, I should hit these pot names on the short side. And then kind of just died out, getting pretty tight here, that tight wedge. We'll see which way things go. Friday, probably not a whole lot goes on here, but that's something to watch for me for next week. So ACB was pretty nice winner, not bad. Low price name, could do more shares. And that's it. So I want everybody to hopefully enjoy the weekend. Thank you guys for watching. Give us a thumbs up. We've got a lot of great feedback from a lot of you who are looking to apply to our Toronto location, which we've just launched December 1st. Thanks for the great feedback. If you're interested, you're in the area, and you want to apply, you can do so on our website, and we can take it from there. Thank you guys for watching. Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital, with today's Trader Takeaways.